actually learn something new, the human brain requires active application. It needs to actively fire, test connections, and use information until the pathway strengthens. That means a teacher's primary job is designing the mechanisms for that practice. They have to build ways for students to grapple with new concepts and test their understanding. Handing out the exact same worksheet every day loses a student's attention. To maintain genuine engagement, that practice has to take different shapes and require active problem-solving rather than rote repetition. An educator's reach in the classroom is strictly limited by their capacity to create those engaging, active learning experiences. Look at a modern classroom, and you will find 30 different students with unique reading levels, language capabilities, and learning profiles. A single lesson goal splinters into dozens of different needs the moment the bell rings. Manually writing a close reading, designing a simulation, and building a vocabulary exercise all covering the exact same topic takes hours. Doing that every day is mathematically impossible for a single teacher. Most AI platforms try to solve this volume problem by generating generic drafts, but the output usually requires heavy manual editing, reformatting, and standard checking before it can actually be placed in front of a student. Instead of saving effort, the educator gets trapped in a cycle of managing software, tweaking templates, and fixing formatting errors. Patching together these half-baked resources consumes the exact block of time teachers need to actually interact with the students sitting in front of them. TeachSpark approaches this differently. It acts as a mechanical engine that generates completely bespoke, classroom-ready lesson activities from a single learning goal. The input can be whatever you already have on hand. You can type out a plain text idea that you woke up with, or you can upload an existing source document. It can even ingest complex inputs, like an entire course syllabus. The platform automatically extracts the core topics and maps out a structured sequence of activities based on that document. This means you can outline an entire semester's worth of planning without having to stare at a blank page or build a curriculum from scratch. The system adapts entirely to your existing materials, completely removing the barrier of starting your lesson prep from zero. Once you initiate the process, the platform requires a deliberate wait of about 5 to 7 minutes. The engine is not pulling a pre-made template. It actively writes and codes a completely original, interactive HTML web page from scratch. The build process simultaneously constructs pedagogical tools, writing automated grading rubrics, and attaching them directly to short answer questions. The result is a polished, fully interactive interface. It is completely ready for student use, requiring absolutely zero additional design work on your end. It is important to note that the student never interacts with generative AI. They only interact with the standard HTML web page that you, the teacher, have reviewed and approved. Trading a few minutes of generation time for a fully coded, classroom-ready experience saves you hours of manual prep work. The wait is the main feature. This bespoke generation enables the Learning Path feature, providing a practical way to reach every unique learner profile sitting in a single room. You can take the exact same lesson concept and regenerate it into an entirely different activity type, tailored specifically to a student's reading level or learning style. In the past, differentiation meant swapping out names on a modified worksheet. Now you can generate 4 genuinely distinct interactive experiences: a simulation, a debate prep, a case study, and a gallery walk, all exploring the exact same topic. That level of targeted, varied practice used to take days to plan. Now it can be built in a single afternoon. True differentiation in the classroom is a practical reality because the massive time barrier to creating bespoke resources has been eliminated. Delivering these activities to your students is straightforward. You can share them via a simple link or post the assignment directly into Google Classroom. As students complete the work, their responses automatically flow back into a clean, uncluttered dashboard for your review, complete with those AI-assisted provisional scores. Quality takes a moment to build, but that intentional 5 to 7 minute wait is exactly what gives you hours of your week back. By removing the overwhelming burden of manual lesson construction, you are finally free to do the job you are actually hired to do: engage, connect, and genuinely teach your students.